Quiero Taco Bell.
Right now, get a crunchy, cheesy Mexican pizza for just 99 cents when you buy a large drink. Taco Bell. Want some?
Get ready.
Okay! やあみんな、ビーズマニアの登場だ。回して叩いてグルービー。ご機嫌な DJ リズムアクション。
Come back again.
ビーズマニアの登場だ。
ビーマニ。
コナミ。わしはアガサ博士。謎解きが好きな皆様、これから月曜夜7時30分はとてもミステリアスな劇場へご案内しよう。
新番組「名探偵コナン」1月8日月曜夜7時30分スタート。
Running swing here? I don't think so. Climb and slide here? I don't think so. Then where?
I'm going DC at Discovery Zone, where I can cut loose and be on my own.
DC is made just for me, the place where I can really cut loose. It's all here.
Jump and tumble here? I don't think so.
I'm going DC, where kids wanna be.
You spook easily, Starling?
Not yet, sir.
He's past the others. The last cell. I'll be watching. You'll do fine.
A killer is on the loose.
Keeps them alive for 3 days. Then he shoots them, skins them, and dumps them.
A rookie FBI agent is on his trail.
He's got real physical strength, cautious, precise, and he's never impulsive. He'll never stop.
But in order to track him down, she'll have to match wits.
I'll help you catch him, Clary.
Believe me, you don't want Hannibal Lecter inside your head.
With the darkest of all minds.
Just do your job, but never forget what he is.
Oh, he's a monster. Pure psychopath. So rare to capture one alive.
So close to the way you're gonna catch him. Do you realize that? Oh, Clarice, your problem is you need to get more fun out of life.
You told me you don't spook easily.
You call this easy, sir?
Lecter's missing an arm.
Man's a raving maniac. Who knows what he'll do?
Thank you, Clarice. Thank you.
Zelda from the very start. I got the heart and smarts to play the part. Down with Zelda. Creeping through with an overhead view, cause a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. So I stay on track, collect the facts, never cut the slack, and I always watch my back for Jack. Down with Zelda, yeah. Don't understand, I'm the man with the plan, cause the power's in my head and the power's in my hand. Down with Zelda.
We thank you one and all and wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
It's Christmas Eve in L.A. But a team of terrorists...
You want money? What kind of terrorists are you? Who said we were terrorists?
...have their own holiday plans.
And I'm telling you, you're just gonna have to kill me. Okay.
Boom, Richard! But the one thing they didn't plan on was New York cop John McClane.
Got invited to the Christmas party by mistake. Who knew?
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay, mother...
And you'll have it.
already killed one hostage.
This channel is reserved for emergency calls only.
Lady, do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza?
Come to Papa, honey.
You really an American?
Only if New Jersey counts.
What does he think he's doing?
Job.
They're using artillery on us.
You idiot. It's not the police.
It's him. He's an easy guy to like
Welcome to the party, pal.
and a hard man to kill. Bruce Willis, Die Hard.
사! 함바가 오모테 피크닉이다! 심해 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 심하 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 심하다! 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 심하다!一緒に食べようよハンバーグだだからワオマクドナルド
I'm Captain Lou Albano talking to you about drugs. Kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill. Remember, don't be afraid to turn to your priest, your rabbi, your minister, your moms, your dads, your teachers, because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Please.
This is a recipe for love. New Cheese Lovers Plus. Blend an abundance of 3 alluring cheeses. Add 2 irresistible toppings, your choice. And what you get is 1 provocative pizza. Get all this love for only $8.99. Or get twice the affection for just $4 more. New Cheese Lovers Plus from Pizza Hut. The name says it all.
He's back. All you had to do was ask. Super Mario Bros. 3 from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
There's something wacky at McDonald's.
A Big Mac.
The Tiny Toon Adventures game.
It's Babs and Buster Bunny. And person.
Fries.
Ooh, Bunny.
A Diet Coke and
100 Happy Meals.
100 Happy Meals.
When's lunch?
I mean, 1 Happy Meal.
Now buy your kid a Happy Meal at McDonald's and get a Tiny Toon flip card. 2 cars in 1, a different one each week. Collect all 4, get all 8.
100 Happy Meals, sir.
Now what?
Better pop the trunk.
All right, we're gonna do this shit now. Hello. So Gabriel Knight 2 is a game that I'm in the middle of playing, and I'm just gonna stop the damn commercials. Commercials. And it's probably not gonna show up. No, of course not. I don't know why. Like, I have to click outside of the game for a few moments and then it can get captured. I don't understand why it does this. It's really strange. But now it should work? Yes. All right, I don't remember where we left off because it's been a day. I had D&D yesterday. Oh, we're at the home of the big dog. Or who I suspect is the werewolf. Mr. Good-Looking Man. Whatever his name is. Von Glauer, I think. Trying to remember the events that actually took place before this. I just remember looking at the business card to figure out where he lives. And then I visited the lawyer to pick up a letter. I looked at the letter. I left. Bought a cuckoo clock. I used the cuckoo clock at the clubhouse to get into the basement. I was kicked out of the basement after being found. God, what else? What happened? I was told to get the fuck out. I got the fuck out. I think now I'm just questioning him. I really think that's all I'm doing right now, because I don't think I ever spoke with him yet.
Are you from Munich originally?
No, I was raised abroad. But both of my parents had deep Bavarian roots.
Really? Where abroad?
All over. France, England, South America, North America. I love to travel.
So tell me about your family.
The Von Glovers? We are not nearly as old a line as the Ritters, I'm afraid.
Do you have a wife? Children?
Good God. No.
You sound like someone else I know.
I've been picking up on certain similarities between us.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Do you have relatives?
Exclamation mark, yeah, Mark.
How fair is the Ritter family tree?
I'm the last.
I too. I suppose all trees eventually stop bearing fruit.
They're so gay together. I ship them. This is my one true pairing.
How'd you end up here?
My circumstances were probably not much different than your own. I wanted to return to the land of my ancestors, and so I did. Which reminds me, you were going to tell me how the Ritter family ended up in America.
My grandfather. He left the family and went to New Orleans.
But you chose to return to the family. Why?
If you want to know the truth, I didn't have a hell of a lot of choice.
Yes. I understand.
That's very true.
Tell me about the club.
I'd prefer it if you formed your own opinions. To be perfectly frank, I could use a fresh perspective. That's one reason why I invited you to join us.
How about telling me about the other club members?
Ah, my select few. You find them valuable friends once you get to know them.
Did most of them come to the club through you?
For the most part. Though occasionally, fate throws one into my lap.
Those are not glass. Those are not glass. That was 80 yard. How dare you?
All of the men at the club are from wealthy German families, I gather.
Yes, but it's not quite that simple. I am a believer in self-determination. Each man at the club must also be personally accomplished and gifted.
Really?
Absolutely. For example, von Eigner owns one of Germany's biggest meat butchering plants, and he runs an elite private brewery. It's true he inherited the business, but he's expanded it a great deal.
A butchery? Huh. And the others?
Price is recognized as one of the best trial lawyers in Germany. He seems pleasant enough in person, but you would be surprised how vicious he can be in a courtroom.
And Henneman?
Is with the government. He has a prominent position.
Interesting.
And is an acknowledged contender for higher office.
Really? How high?
There have been newspaper reports that predicted the highest.
That would be convenient for his friends, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Such men are an asset to everyone who knows them.
And Baron von Zell?
Von Zell's family owned the majority of stock of one of Munich's oldest banks.
In his own personal accomplishments?
Gar is a quite promising young man. He was always top of his class, the best at anything he did.
He said
Keep picking up a past tense here.
Yeah.
You haven't seen him at his best. He's going through a rough spot lately, I'm afraid.
Because he's a werewolf. He's a newcomer to the werewolf clan. Group, whatever the fuck. Pack. That's the word, right? werewolf pack.
There's something about the club I don't quite understand.
Yes?
I get the feeling you're not your average, ordinary hunting.
A clergy?
No?
Really?
Well, that room in the basement, for instance.
No. Cleric fucking werewolves? Praise Jesus.
Well, the door was open.
It doesn't matter. You are right. Yes.
I think that was
The
actually
Königlich
more of a
Bayerische
bloodborne joke than
Hofjagdloge
anything else.
is more than just a
Because
hunting
of the
club.
cleric beast.
We share certain philosophical beliefs as well.
I'm curious about these philosophical beliefs of yours. Can I talk you into enlighten me?
Are you really interested?
Yes.
I'm glad. You seem to be the sort of man who would appreciate our way of thinking.
What's the button to make them take off
The
their
men at the
clothes and
club
fuck?
and I, it is our desire to reconnect with our true physical nature.
Go on.
Think of it this way. What makes man different from any other species on this planet? Civilization, of course. Oh, it's not a bad thing, human society,
Hit F 69 times.
but it has come at a terrible price. Through civilization, man has lost his physical self, his sensory power, his instinct, if you will. He became fat and lazy, a dulled, rusted blade.
And those are my good days.
Picture a beast in the woods. It is alert.
Is it me or when casting they were aiming for a David Hasselhoff look-alike?
Dude, if David Hasselhoff was in this game, that'd be
feels
great.
everything around it. It can tell where some other animal has passed the days before, where food is to be found. It can sense danger. You put civilized man in the woods, and he's comparably deaf, dumb, and blind.
I hear you, but isn't some of that related to
He
physical
was
makeup?
busy with Baywatch around this time.
Our senses of smell and hearing aren't as sharp as those of wolves, for example.
That's just it. Surely man once had those abilities. As generations of city dwellers failed to use their most acute senses, genetically they started to fall away, the way limbs wither when not exercised. I believe we can hold this degeneration. And not only hold it, but recover that which was lost.
It's an interesting concept. Do you have any proof that such powers are recoverable?
Proof?
I'm getting a phone call. Hold on.
felt
And it's
things
from my
myself.
hometown, so give me a
Keener
moment.
hearing, sharper smells, but documentable proof? That is harder. To what extent we can recover these primal abilities, and what some of those abilities might prove to be, that is what we still struggle to find out.
You're very convincing, Friedrich. There's no doubt that the potential is fascinating.
Hey, give me one moment, you guys. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Thank you. What? Oh. Oh, shit. Sounds like it. Yeah. Oh. Awesome. I mean, if you can, that's great, but try not to push yourself, obviously. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm.
How does one go about trying to get back in touch with one's physical self? Does it have something to do with hunting?
You are right. That's part of it, yes. Man is, or was, a predator. But unfortunately, he was too smart for his own good. He figured out how to raise his prey in pens. Hunting helps us get back in touch with our predator soul.
Do you? Get back in touch with your predator soul?
Some of us have been more successful at tapping into that than others.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf? I'm so sorry. It's all right.
Gunther! Würden Sie das bitte reinigen?
You barely got me.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Danke. I feel so clumsy. Danke, Gunther. What was it you asked again?
I asked if you'd ever heard of the Black Wolf.
All right, sorry.
Of course, you did. I suppose you just startled me. These killings in the papers. They've really got me derailed.
Any particular reason?
People getting slaughtered. Children. In broad daylight. Nature can seem cruel, but it is orderly. It does not waste or torture. Not like this.
Did somebody find your hidden porn stash and they are now trying
And
to
with the club.
blackmail you?
Espousing what we do. Our philosophy does not support this kind of thing.
I'm sure that's true.
I apologize. It's just... I am concerned that we are not put in the best of light under these circumstances. To promote hunting on these atrocities in the papers. You must understand. The nature I promote is not a murderer. When a healthy beast kills, it takes only what it needs to survive. And it does so respectfully. It is only the man who is capable of such a pointless slaughter. I'll be glad when this has passed. I'm sure the other men feel the same way.
But yeah, that was my one of my friends that I used to play Dungeons and Dragons with. He was our DM for a long time. Basically, one of my the character picture that I have on this website, one of them somewhere, that was one of my characters from his campaign that lasted for multiple years, and I told him how I was interested in running an old AD&D 2nd edition campaign and getting it converted over to a newer format. And he just gave me a call and he's like, yeah, I already have that done. Like, I'm going to send you the PDFs. What's your email? And we just kind of shot the shit a little bit, so I do apologize.
So how has this philosophy affected the men in the club?
The men at the club are all excellent specimens who have used their philosophy to increase their success and power.
So your woods becomes corporate headquarters, your prey the competition.
Some of the technique can be applied, yes. When the senses are primed, one can pick up all sort of feedback that is normally lost in the haze.
Speaking hypothetically, do you think it would be possible to take this philosophy too far?
Funny that should occur to you so quickly. It hadn't occurred to me for the longest time. I hope not.
I guess that's everything. Let's see, where should I go next is the question, because I have absolutely no idea.
Well, I hate to say it, but I should go.
It's been a rare pleasure.
Yeah. I've been kind of isolated over here myself.
Fuck. There was one thing that I wanted to look at while I was here.
I'll see you at the club tonight, won't I?
Oh, right.
And perhaps you would like to come over for a drink after that? It'll give us a chance to talk some more about the others.
Yes, fuck.
I'd like that. Thanks.
He's gonna drug you. He's gonna roofie you. And then you're gonna get a werewolf dick in your ass. And it's not gonna come out for like hours because he's got a knot.
I was about to say giving away or
I don't want to bother the Baron again.
something about a werewolf dick, and I'm like, no, I'm out.
I can't go back there. I guess I'll go back to the club. This walking sequence. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Hey! Von Zell.
May I speak with you, Baron Von Zell?
It is.
Yes? What is it?
He seems like a very charming individual.
So, what do you do for a living, Baron Von Zell?
For a living? My family is in banking, Herr Knight. What do you do for a living?
Me? I'm a writer.
A writer? How aggressive of you.
I take it you're particularly fond of hunting. I noticed the photographs downstairs. You and the Baron sure do get around.
We are the best? You may find that out for yourself someday.
Oh, I'm anxious for us to hit the field. I have a feeling there's a lot I could learn from you.
You may find yourself more challenged than you can imagine.
True. I don't get in as much practice as I'd like, and hunting's like any other sport. The more you do it, the better you get.
Bullshit. Hunting is a matter of the spirit, of will.
So it is.
You're a little hardcore about it, aren't
However, Evan could see that Von Glover and I have had more practice than the others in the club. We used to hunt together quite a bit.
Used to. You don't hunt together anymore?
No, not often.
Are you and Von Glauer too busy to hunt much these days, or have y'all fallen out?
I suppose I've simply outgrown him.
Really? In what way?
You wouldn't understand.
Oh. How about telling me about the other club members?
I have a better idea. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
Like what?
For example, why are you in Munich?
Oh, I'm just vacationing and thought I'd stop by on my way through.
Really? And where are you staying in Munich?
Outside of town a ways.
Which suburb?
I'm on a farm, actually. And you know, I don't remember the name of the area. Probably couldn't pronounce it anyway.
Yes. Quite curious for someone with a supposedly high Germanic background.
Yep. I guess going out and making your mark on the rest of the world will do that to a family line. The club seems to be an exciting place. Do y'all travel much as a group?
No.
Really? You don't hunt abroad?
We are all very busy men.
No, isn't that odd? So, how do you like the club?
Herr Knight, if you wish to learn about the club, you should keep your mouth shut and observe.
This dude's kind of a dick.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
No.
Even though it's in the papers.
First rule of Foot Club, don't talk about Foot Club.
You mentioned that y'all don't go on hunting trips abroad?
We do not.
But those trophies in the basement, y'all really have white tigers in Germany or lions?
The majority of what the club hunts are far more common species, Herr Knight. The trophies in the basement are exceptions, and they were obtained quite legally.
Whoa, you misunderstand me, Baron von.
I think not. In any case, the basement is not public territory, and its contents are, therefore, none of your concern.
Of course, I do apologize.
As a guest of this club, the why you are a guest of this club is a mystery to me. But as a guest, perhaps you should limit your prowling and sniffing to areas which you are offered openly by those who belong here.
You're so right.
He's just being a traditional German. They talk like assholes, but really are pussy cats when their clothes are off.
Alright, I guess that was everything there. Shit. Where was the police station at? That was at the map, wasn't it? I think it was this.
Kommen Sie herein.
Kommissar Lieber, so generous of you to see me.
Sit down, Mr. Knight. Now, you will tell me what you think you know about this case, yes?
How do you say quid pro quo in German?
There is no translation.
Thanks so much for your time.
Sit down. What are you proposing exactly?
You want information? I want information. It's kind of convenient that way.
I can't give you police information.
Why not? I'm not asking for anything confidential. Hell, I can't even read the damn newspapers around here. Press release stuff, that's all I want.
All right. But then it's your turn. Agreed?
I hear you.
All right. Sounds good. I got a foot in the door.
How long have you been a commissar?
10 years.
All of them here in Munich?
Yes.
And a criminal commissar is like, what, a police detective in America?
Americans don't have so many ranks, I think. A German criminal commissar is, say, more like an English chief inspector.
Ah, P.D. James.
What?
Nothing. Tell me about the other victims.
What do you want to know?
How many victims have there been?
5, including the one downtown.
Could there be bodies out there that you haven't
Don't
found?
turn around, oh.
No.
Dear Commissar in town,
Killings have been done in broad daylight. Body parts left like a trail of boat criminal. Breadcrumbs?
Jack the Ripper Wolf. When were the other victims killed?
The first was 32 days ago.
2 days after the zoo wolves escaped. And the others?
The 2 teenage boys were killed 20 days ago. The Huber girl, 6 days ago.
They're speeding up.
Maybe.
What about the locations of the killings?
They
and
were
the pattern
fucking in
there?
the woods.
You can see for yourself if you like. I have a marked map on the wall. Until last night, the killer always struck 30 to 40 minutes outside the city. The first was killed north of München near Esching. The 2 males were killed in Feldkirchen, that's east. Tony Huber was killed on her parents' farm just west of Lachem.
What does forensics say about the killer?
That information is not for the press.
But the bite marks, saliva, you've seen the bodies, I haven't.
All I can say is, it is an animal.
Mind if I take a guess? Your boys in the lab say the bite marks are canine and are closer to wolf than to dog. But beyond that, they can't pin it down. Nothing like it on the records. Probably a weird hybrid. Yeah. That's what I thought. Have you given any thought at all about the possibility of
Thought?
a werewolf? Never mind. The killer isn't one of the zoo wolves, is it?
That is information the press does not have, Mr. Knight. I expect it to stay that way.
I understand.
As you pointed out so loudly at the crime scene, evidence on the killer does not match what we know of the zoo wolves.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts about that?
Either there is a mistake with the zoo records.
I think the zoo would know if they had a reddish-brown hybrid in the wolf kennel.
I didn't say it was likely. Another possibility is, of course, that another animal is responsible.
Wild?
Possibly. Maybe. A pet.
A pet?
Really?
As in, maybe the reason you haven't been able to track the thing is that it's going into someone's home.
That's not.
It's possible.
I mean, it is, in a way, correct.
You keep saying an animal. You found evidence of only one animal? One bite pattern, one saliva type?
Yes.
Yet 2 wolves escaped from the zoo.
As you say, the zoo wolves do not figure into this at all.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. No, I definitely would not say that. Tell me about the latest victim.
Male, 52, Grossberg was the name. He was a furrier. Ironic, isn't it?
A furrier. What an amazing coincidence. Have any theories about why the killer struck downtown this time?
No. Do you?
I read somewhere that wolves are clean animals. They don't kill close to their lair unless they're forced to.
What lair? What are you talking about?
I'm not sure, actually. Random thought. Have you ever heard of anyone or anything called the Black Wolf?
The hair samples we have are all reddish brown.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering if you'd heard of a black wolf in general.
Hold on.
I really got to shit.
Here is this.
What?
Missing persons case. A runaway teenaged girl. It happened in 1989 in a town called Kirschel, in the Nationalpark Bayerischer Wald, Bavarian National Forest.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I just thought I remembered something. It was a sad case, you know. She was very pretty. Ah, yes. Here it is.
What?
There was a supposed witness. An old lady who lived on the edge of town near the woods. She says she saw the girl go into the woods the night she disappeared. Says the wolf got her.
The wolf?
The old lady had been complaining for some time about a huge black wolf in the woods. But no one believed her. She was verrückt, crazy.
No one else ever saw the thing?
Hadn't been any wolves in those woods for 50 years.
So there was probably nothing to it.
That's what I thought at the time. Of course, that was years before this case. Never heard of wolf attacks back then.
Do you get a lot of missing persons cases in Germany?
Oh, sure. Mostly teenagers, runaways. It gets worse all the time. families are not like they used to be, yes?
Suppose not. That's all I wanted to know.
Good. We discuss you now, yes?
I guess.
You want to tell me, or do I have to ask?
I'm investigating the murder of Tony Yuba for her parents.
Why?
I'm an investigator. That's what I do.
You're an American P.I.?
You could say that.
And how did the Hubers end up hiring you?
Mutual friends?
I see. And this evidence you have?
A paw print and some hair samples from the Yuba farm. I spoke with some folks at the zoo as well.
All right, Mr. Knight. I don't know how the police deal with you in America, but in this country, we don't like civilian interference.
I understand.
If you hear something, you come to me. If you see something, you come to me. And under no circumstances are you to speak with the press. You do. And I'll have your passport.
You wouldn't like it. It was a bad hair day.
I am quite serious.
I swear, not a word.
All right. I can't stop you from investigating. But stay out of our way.
Quiet as a shadow. That's me.
Okay, so the map.
This map, it marks the locations of all the wolf killings, right?
Yes. What?
The one last night, the one in the middle, doesn't really fit, does it?
It has to fit. It happened.
I suppose.
But somebody got sloppy. What's that? Carl Grossberg.
Grossberg. Didn't Liebe say that was the name of the guy who was killed last night?
Mm-hmm. Notepad. I think it's this. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can go visit that guy again and look at the things that he had in his house.
I'm gonna take off.
Stay out of trouble.
Of course. I don't want to bother the Baron again.
I can't go back.
The suit's a lie.
I'd better make sure Gracie keeps busy. Elsewhere.
You're a lie. phone. No.
Who should I call?
He licks the envelope and cuts his
Use the-
tongue off. Paper cut.
Is it this? Oh, there we go. If you get a paper cut in a Sierra game, you're instantly dead. It's game over. You're gonna get septic shock and just die for absolutely no reason.
Hello? Hello. My name is Knight. I'm an American associate of Herr Grossberg's.
Yes? I was just calling the people in Herr Grossberg's address book to notify them. Have you heard that Herr Grossberg has...
Yes, I know about his death.
Yes, I'm sorry. Would you mind giving me your name again so I can check you off the list?
Knight.
Ella Hoffman... I'm not finding you.
Could you check under Vaughn? It's Vaughn Knight.
Oh, so... Yes, Vaughn. Von Eigner, von Frank, von Stein... You're not under Vaughn either.
Excuse me, did you say Von Agner?
Yes?
Do you know Von Agner?
I don't know him. I don't know most of Grossberg's business contacts.
Grossberg knew him.
If this is about money, you're out of luck. All the accounts are locked until someone comes in and takes over. Besides, there's nothing in them anyway.
Really? Well, could you just look up an account balance for me?
I can't. The address book is all I have. The police have taken Herr Grossberg's ledgers.
Oh, well, thank you.
Goodbye.
So Grossberg knew the, one of the people in the club. I guess I could look at the books that Grace sent. Let's see, that's the letter.
I don't have time to worry about this historical stuff at the moment. I don't think it's got much to do with what's going on here in Munich.
Oh, but it does.
I don't have...
It does, though.
I don't have time to worry...
Oh, for fuck's sake, Gabriel, just read them.
Chapter 3. There are two categories of where, like a man, where the mind become damn. Werewolf, alpha and beta. It is important to know symptoms of werewolf. There.
Okay, that should be everything that I can think of, at least. I think she only sent 3 books, right? So now I gotta get this mailed out. But I'm gonna go to the lawyer first.
I
and
was
see
hoping for a Mercedes.
if he has any information on the missing persons. If anybody does, it would be him or the police, and I think I've exhausted everything with the commissar. So. Fuck's sake. I wish you could just spawn at the other set of stairs for the subway instead of here. I don't like having to walk this entire pathway. know I'm missing something. I guess I'll send the letter first and see. Wait, how do I... Oh, I didn't go to the lawyer. Oh, god damn it. Ah, shit, that's probably why nothing's triggering. I'll go out here and then exit out again, be on the left side. Come on. Oh, fuck you. You're making me walk? You're making me walk. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Damn it.
Looks like he's walking on butter.
Probably is. Oh, don't slow down. Come on.
Probably have him on a treadmill.
Gabriel, come in.
Hey, Harry.
Aha.
You mentioned the possibility of my using your secretary for research?
Anytime.
Great. I wouldn't ask, but I need a newspaper search done, and my German sucks.
No problem. What exactly are you looking for?
Missing persons. Actually, missing persons cases that occurred in or near forested areas.
How far back do you want to go?
10 years?
Okay, I can spare her later in the day. We should have it ready for you by tomorrow.
Great. Thanks.
I think that's everything.
Well, I'm off. See you, Harry.
Goodbye.
Where the fuck was the post office? I actually don't remember. I know it's here somewhere. I think it's in the first screen. No, because the first screen is the music, dude. Is it the second screen?
The post in the house.
Is this it? Yeah, there we go.
What should I mail?
Post.
That's taken care of.
Now I think I can go to the club. Yeah, there we go.
Good night.
And you, Herr Price?
I was visiting a friend nearby, and I thought that I should take a shower before they arrived. I was a bit automatic.
This is like a weird out of context porn thing, and it's like if somebody comes into this just randomly in the street,
I just got back from fucking.
exactly, and they see these scenes with these people in the club, like it's like a really bad out of context porn.
Is it even playing like the really bad porn music in the background?
No, it's playing like mysterious kind of music.
Hey, Price?
Well, that was just a missed fucking opportunity if you ask me.
Yes.
Isn't that most German porn though?
No, most German porn is about poop.
Baron von Glau mentioned that you're a lawyer.
Yes.
Oh.
And fortunately for me these days, I have enough money to where I only have to take those cases which interest me. I enjoy my leisure time.
What do you do with your leisure time?
I entertain.
And it's gonna turn into a porn.
Probably a dumb question, but what sort of entertaining do you do?
Do you like women, Herr Knight?
No, how dare you assume that?
I adore them. You might call it an obsession. The stalk, the dance, the bait, the hook.
And what do you do once you've hooked him?
Fuck him.
Oh, you know. You're quite the pleasurist yourself. Or have I misled you?
You're probably just getting a whiff of the past, Herr Price.
Exclamation mark, fuck up, dear.
I wanna fuck you up the ass.
What do you think of the club philosophy?
It works, doesn't it?
Does it?
We're all animals, but I deny it.
So you don't believe in suppressing anything?
Why would I want to suppress my urges? If your body wants something, it must be natural.
Strangely, why do I want to hear that
natural
line in
urge
German?
to rip someone's throat out?
Well, fortunately, my instincts run to pleasure. Of the equally sticky but less fatal kind.
But what about those whose instincts are fatal? Shouldn't they suppress?
I believe that nature handles that scenario when it occurs, Herr Knight.
And how does it do that exactly?
In the wild, when a member of society does not conform, he is hunted down and executed. End of mutant instinct. And its genetic bloodline.
Tell me about the other club members.
Oh, they're all right. Don't worry about Von Zell. He's a bastard to everyone these days.
PMS?
I don't know what his problem is. Oh, he's always been an arrogant bastard, competitive on the hunts, ambitious. But still, aren't we all? He was decent enough at one time. In fact, he was Von Gloria's favorite. And he was an asset as a friend. But things change.
Okay.
And what about the other club members?
Like who?
Henneman, for example. I've heard he's in line for a position extremely high up in the government.
Henneman, he is a drunk. His days as a political superstar are over. My friends at the courthouse tell me that he has been marked for early retirement. One less politician to worry about, huh?
When did Von Zell begin to change?
Oh, he's been getting worse for a long time. I remember a hunting trip about
I like this
a
guy.
year ago.
This guy's
That was
cool.
the last time I remember that we were all together and having a good time. It must have started getting difficult after that.
So it happened after a trip?
Seems like you've pretty much written Von Zell off yourself. Any particular reason?
Look, it's one thing when he insults the rest of us. But when he insults the Baron, nah. I heard him arguing once. When Glover told Von Zell he acted stupidly about something or the other. Von Zell was furious.
What'd he say?
He told the Baron that he was weak. Bastard.
This audio quality is all over the fucking place.
I mean, I would have said something at the time, but, well, it was a private conversation.
Uh-huh. When was this?
I don't know. 5, 6 weeks ago?
Are there subtitles to this? Because I'd rather, like, turn it down all the way if it gets to the point where it gets that bad in quality.
How was Von Zell an asset as a friend?
He is a banker.
Are you saying he loaned you money?
He's always willing to help out his good friends.
Why would anyone in this club need money? I thought y'all were models of success.
Yes, well, fortunately, I took less advantage of Von Zell's hospitality than some.
Have you ever heard of the Black Wolf?
Yes.
Really, where?
Oh, I don't know. Just sounds familiar.
Will you tell me if you remember?
Of course.
This guy seems more open than the rest of them.
The reinforcements have arrived. Now you'll have someone new to probe, Herr Knight.
In more ways than one.
My brilliant man, good cheer to you both. Where's the beer?
Guten Abend, mein Herr. Good evening.
Guten Abend.
Wieder eine Stelle. Wer ist denn der hier?
Abend.
Abend.
Meine kleine Familie. How are you all this evening?
Hello.
Gabriel, I'm glad you could join us.
I need to speak with the Baron. Enjoy your evening, Herr Knight.
Thanks. I will.
Baron, may I speak to you for a minute?
What is it, Bryce?
Okay. I guess I'll talk to the two at the bar.
Ich habe meinen Nachmittagstermin abgesagt. Wir treffen uns hier 4 Uhr?
Ja, so viel ich weiß. Ja, so, good evening, Herr Knight.
Henneman, Von Agner?
You care to join us?
Sure. Thanks. I've spoken to several of the club members today, but I haven't had a chance to speak with you yet, Herr Von Agner.
How tragic. No one in this club talks better than I do.
Oh, true, very true.
Perhaps tomorrow?
I'd be delighted.
All right.
I haven't had a chance to get to know you yet, Herr Henneman.
Well, I'm already beyond serious conversation tonight, I'm afraid.
Tomorrow's fine.
Okay, so they don't want to talk today?
Have you guys heard about the mutilation killing last night? Happened right around the corner.
Awful, simply awful.
I'd meant to get a newspaper, but the time got away from me. Do you have any details?
A few. The victim was a man named Grossberg. He ran a furrier business in town.
Horrible. You know, this zoo wolf business is inexcusable. The mayor has been spoken to, and quite seriously. Even the prime minister is concerned.
Did you know Grossberg, Herr Von Eck?
Me? Grossberg? Oh, Why, no, no.
Liar.
Why do you ask?
Because you're a liar.
I just thought you're both in the animal processing business.
You're a liar!
Munich is a big city, Herr Knight.
So it is. Ah, well, I was just curious.
I am German. That Grossberg is a Jewish name. I don't know him.
Oh, what were y'all talking about when I came up?
Tomorrow's little excursion. Will you be joining us?
Our monthly hunting trip.
A hunt trip? Really, where?
Our lodge is at Eppenberg. It's in the Bavarian National Forest. We leave tomorrow afternoon.
Well, gosh, you know, that sounds great, but I need to have my gun cleaned and...
Oh, there are plenty of guns at the lodge.
Von Eigner, perhaps the Baron did not mean for Herr Knight to join us quite so soon.
Oh, hell, why not? Baron?
Von Eigner?
Our hunting trip tomorrow. Will our new American friend be going with us?
Tonight? Well, I don't see why he could...
Of course not. He's not a club member. He's probably not even registered with the license office.
Nonsense, Gar. The sooner we get to see his technique, the better. We'll just slip him in, and he can register properly when we get back.
But that's not legal.
Since when do you care about legalities? It's only a hunting license?
I agree. I would enjoy Gabriel's presence very much.
Well,
Oh, maybe
enough
did you
said.
hear that supposedly
The Baron should certainly get whatever he wants.
supposedly
Shouldn't
the new Resident Evil series or whatever the fuck that's on
it would be
Netflix
an
or whatever
interesting
absolutely
exercise at
fucking
that.
sucks.
Well, I've heard that the day that it came out, yes.
Like the one with Wesker.
Yeah.
Apparently they did the Family Guy thing where it's like, oh, they said the name. They said the name.
Oh, one of those.
Except it's oh no, you're the evil resident. It's so fucking stupid.
Let's see. Who was this guy? Yeah, Von Zell.
Yes, Herr Knight?
You're just gonna stare at each other? Actually, hold on. I want to try to speak with Von Glauer first.
Nothing. Never mind. Thanks.
Diese Amerikaner, wie kann man verstehen, was überhaupt...
Is it a yes?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I thought I said it loud enough. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Can I join you in a moment, Gabriel? Price and I are almost finished.
Oh.
Okay. I'll be around.
Sorry, I thought we were gonna have a circle jerk. Apparently not. Okay, I guess I'll talk to you then.
Ik wil dieken den arsfikken. Du kannst test yourselves in den arschstekken. Watch lock. Ik word vinig
Yes, Herr Knight?
I'm sorry, what? The fuck was even that? All I know is Essen mein Scheiße. That's the only German I know.
How's it going?
Fine. Would you excuse us, please?
Oh,
We are
and
discussing something
Dankeschön,
private.
darling, Dankeschön.
Oh, schön, das
Fuck of the ass in German.
schön, das
Oh.
ist wunderbar.
And Gesundheit? I know
Yeah, and you
Gesundheit.
also know how to say wonderful in German.
Wunderbar. Yeah. Did he just not want to speak with me at all?
Yes, Herr Knight?
I just wanted to grab a magazine.
Just wanted to grab a magazine.
Then grab one.
This guy's a dick.
You'll know tomorrow if his gun goes off in your direction accidentally.
Oops. We're hunting Americans, right? Meow. I wasn't talking to you, Octavius.
How much do you want to bet he's an undercover cop?
That's a thought.
Nah. If he's an undercover
Just wanna
cop,
put this
he's a
magazine
very
back.
terrible one.
It wasn't very good. I wouldn't recommend it.
Look at the commissar.
Herr Baum.
Gentlemen, excuse me, please.
I apologize for not getting to you sooner. Have you been enjoying yourself?
Oh, it's been loads of fun.
Good. I'm glad you're going with us tomorrow. We don't get started until the afternoon, so won't have to worry about staying up late tonight.
I have to warn you, my hunting's kind of rusty.
I'm sure you'll do just fine.
Was? I demand to know what you're doing at this club.
Me?
Baron Bonzel. Really?
Are you aware that this guest of yours has been asking intimate questions? Poking around in our personal affairs?
I just wanted to know dick sizes. I'm sorry.
What do we have to fear from?
Show me yours and I'll show you mine.
Or the police? Although I can promise you her knight is neither.
You don't care that he's prying into our private business? What possible motive could he have?
Doc! Please. He's my guest. You're the one who's turning that into an inquisition.
Then it is on your head.
I apologize for that.
You keep defending me. I'm not exactly helping the harmony around here.
Believe me, the harmony was shattered a long time before you came. Bonzel gets territorial. I'm tired of it, frankly.
Well, I should go anyway. I wanted to clean up before tonight.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Oh,
good night.
I should be home soon.
I'm sorry, but that was the gayest line delivery. Do you want to say that one more time? I shall be home soon. No, one take? Okay, that's fine. We can do it in one take. I'm pretty sure this entire game was recorded in one take. How much you want to bet that's Bonzel?
His mama was fucked by a guy from Louisiana at the end of the war. He hauled ass back home and never paid any child support.
Hey. Are we back to Grace? Yeah, we are. Okay. At least Grace is a playable character. I remember her being a playable character in the demo for the third game. I've only ever played one demo of the third game. Yes, run from the stock footage. Run from the stock footage. I know, lady. Stock footage is scary. It's terrifying. Oh, how much time we got? We got another 15 minutes or so, I believe. Okay. Go there, go there.
I wish I could read these biographies of Ludwig. Wait a minute.
It's in English.
Ludwig II, fairy tale king of Bavaria. I didn't see this before. Yep, English. Huh.
Okay, I guess I'll read it.
Ludwig remained throughout his life both very bright and very naive. He was an introvert who seemed to be constantly out of sync with traditional views of rulership, money, and human relationships. The world ever failed to match his ideals. Perhaps this was a fault of his sheltered upbringing as future king. He never was introduced to the real world, and the real world failed to interest him as an adult. In his youth, Ludwig was in fine physical condition and loved to hike alone in the Alps and ride horses. He had a hunting lodge, Schahen, specifically for this purpose. Unfortunately, in 1872, a rather traumatic hunting accident befell the king at Schahen, and his leg was cruelly damaged. He never fully recovered from this incident, and his hiking and riding ceased. His physical health deteriorated from that time on, and explains why he looked so unhealthy in later years. A hunting accident? Other than his long-standing friendship with the Empress Elizabeth of Austria and with his mother, the relationships Ludwig attempted with others were nearly always a disappointment for him and a bewilderment for his partners. He would become obsessed with someone, a singer, an artist, a nobleman or a peasant, and would bombard them with gifts, praise, and favors. When they would fail to return the depths of rapturous passion he required, the singular adoration and humble obedience he expected, he would grow disappointed and cut himself off from them. The objects of his interest were occasionally women, usually ones he fell in love with after seeing them in idealized roles on the stage, but they were more often young men who fit his fantasies of the heroic sagas like Lohengrin and Parsifal that he so loved.
He's gay.
A good example of the king's obsessive behavior in relationships is the following letter from the Königlich Bayerische Archives, which this author was privileged to access. It is dated 1864, and it was written by Ludwig's manservant, Paul, to a friend. The king has been in high mood these days. The reason, of course, is a new interest. Thursday last, the king attended a performance of Lohengrin in the Wittelsbacher Theater. He came back in a fever, demanding that a man be found. The man, it was gathered, had been sitting in a box across from Ludwig and had drawn the king's attention by his beauty and his deep emotional response to the performance. The king declared that here at last is a sensitive soul. The man was tracked down and brought in for an audience. Upon my word, never have I seen any mind so in line with His Majesty's own. They discussed Wagner and France and Byron and all manner of things until long past dawn. The young man, beautiful indeed to look upon, met the king's enthusiasm and knowledge bit for bit.
They were in the gaze.
His Majesty has been in the thick of it ever since, and while I welcome his good temper, I grow tired of fetching letters back and forth to Louis, so called by His Majesty, that should tell you who the young man looks like, at all hours of the night. This author has not been able to learn much about Louis, but he was known to have been a seemingly high-bred foreigner, and he was involved with Ludwig as late as 1880, when he fell into disfavor. The king, especially later in life, felt a great deal of guilt about his sensual nature. His diaries are full of repentant entries begging God for forgiveness and swearing to remain pure. In many of the diary entries, he swears to abstain from sexual relations. The number of these oath entries indicate that Ludwig was not very successful in resisting temptation, yet it is also clear that Ludwig was a God-fearing man and that, though his flesh might occasionally fall, he never surrendered his heart and his conscience to sin.
Okay, and it doesn't look like there's any other pages to flip to. Oh, shit. Okay. The frame rate dropped significantly again. I don't know why it does this.
I wonder what Guerra's up to.
Not like this is Twitch gaming.
You never know. There are quite a few, actually, Sierra games that have timed events that if you miss it once, it's game over. Post office, which I think was this.
There's no one there.
Ring the fuck bell.
Guten Tag.
Grüß Gott, Frau Nakimura. Ich habe etwas für Sie.
Oh, it's from Gabriel.
Ja, das ist vom Schattenjäger. Ja.
No, I think you... Gabriel is a working partner and...
She didn't say you love him?
Never mind.
She just said,
Danke.
yeah, it's from the Schattenjäger.
Brauchen Sie noch etwas?
Like, what the fuck are you saying that shit for? Like, you can't be that stumbling on your words. Like, she wasn't saying, you guys are stupid. No. I guess I can read the letter, though.
Gracie, you decided to come over. That's great. Guten Tag and all that. I'm sure you and Gertie hit it off. Thanks for finding the werewolf book. I'm not sure what it all means, but it might be useful. About Ludwig II, you know, I think you might have something there. Ubergrau says there are 2 places you should check out. Ludwig had a castle called New Swan something, and there's a museum about him here in chemistry. Something like that. I really think you should spend some time looking into it.
No, you just want me off.
Don't worry. Things are going very smoothly this time around. I've tracked a suspect to a hunt club run by a man named Von Glauer. He seems okay, but I'm sure there's something going on with at least one of the others. Don't worry, though. I met a police detective named Leva, so I have backup. I'll be finished soon. Sit tight and enjoy your visit till I get there. Gabriel.
What does he think? I'm on vacation here? And no address. Thank you very much, Mr. Knight.
Danke.
Bitte.
Oh, right. The people, the Americans. Where are they? They said that they were going to stay at an inn. There's rooms upstairs at the tavern here. Oh, there they are.
Hello there, dear.
Hi, I'm Grace Nakamura from the castle. Am I interrupting?
Heavens, no.
Have a seat, Miss Nakamura.
Well, I might. For a moment.
Isn't this nice? We just finished our breakfast. Do you want something?
No, thanks.
Good for you. I can never turn down food myself. Now you just tell us all about it, Sugar Pie.
You mentioned the other night that you were a demonologist. What is that exactly?
Well, it's not as bad as it sounds, honey. What Emma and I really do is to help protect people.
Protect them from what?
Well, do you believe in the devil, Miss Nakamura?
I believe in good and evil, if that helps.
Oh, but Satan and his demons are real, and they will attack the living.
All right.
And most folks don't know what to do once they've been attacked. We try to help protect people.
Yeah, praise Jesus.
How can you protect people from demons?
The best protection is faith in God, of course. But sometimes faith isn't enough. Sometimes we have to delve into the supernatural in order to protect others. Your Schottenjoggers are just the same.
We're Schottenjoggers.
He is?
Of course. The warriors of light are rare these days, but they do exist all around the globe.
That's interesting. I just read about a group called Manos del Sol in Brazil. So the Ritters aren't the only Schottenjägers.
Well, they're probably the only ones to use that title, but others have been chosen for the battle.
Tammy Faye Baker, that's
Do you know
who she's
anything about
parodying.
King Ludwig
Yeah,
II?
exactly. They're parodying the Bakers.
We sure did. Why do you ask?
Well,
That was the name I was trying to
found a letter
remember.
in the Schottenjäger library warning Ludwig about the Black Wolf.
Who wrote the letter?
One of Gabriel's ancestors, a Schottenjäger.
Seems like whoever was using me as a megaphone helped you find that letter. Perhaps you should follow the path something's pointing at. Look into Ludwig.
I intend to.
Thank you, hint lady.
The other night you said something about the Black Wolf. What did you mean? Where did you hear that name?
I wasn't the one talking.
I don't understand.
That's quite all
I
right.
heard your
The
mouth
point
speak.
is, it would be a very good idea to answer those questions, and we must work together to do so. Of course I'll help you, Pumpkin. I'd like to know myself, wouldn't I? It isn't every day one's taken over by a disembodied spirit, and I don't much care for it, thank you.
You're not talking about a seance, are you?
Oh, heavens, no.
Thank God.
Himmel's right. I'm much better at tarot cards. I can read for
Hey,
you
my
or
kinda
for someone
lady.
else if you prefer.
My kind of lady. Let's do the tarot reading. Not yet, though.
Are you sure you don't know anything about the Black Wolf?
I never did, dear. I told you. Really, you mustn't confuse the vessel with the voice. All I remember was seeing a very bright flash like lightning. Next thing I knew, Emil had me outside. Whatever it was very powerful. Very powerful.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to do my tarot reading.
Don't you worry now. I know what I'm doing.
I want that deck. Give me that deck.
Push your vital energies into the cards.
You want me to spray my blood on it? Oh, that's
This-
what you mean.
Is your soul card. That which applies to all of your lifetimes. It's the Empress. Oh, that's a good one.
You didn't
What's
even
it mean?
shuffle. You didn't even shuffle the
It
deck.
means that your
It's a loaded
soul's
deck. It's a
journey
loaded
is
deck.
one of leadership.
It's a
There's
loaded
great
deck.
strength here and intelligence. This card represents what you're
Now
like in
is it
this
a time of the
lifetime.
month?
It's the Chariot.
Wait, is she doing the Celtic cross?
Self-discipline. Control. You need to feel you have a plan, that you're
I think she's
testing
doing the
your
Celtic
abilities.
cross.
The Chariot's
It's
very
a
masculine.
Strange thing for
In
her to do.
combination with the Empress, it tells me
She's
that
a
you're
tarot card
currently
shark.
exploring your male side. You will seek out great achievement, but it does have its price.
Doesn't sound anything like me.
Yes, dear. The third card represents the other.
Yeah, she's doing the
Pulled
Celtic
the
cross.
magician. Who is he, dear?
Excuse me?
Your other, the magician. Oh, this is a very powerful card. Major Arcana.
My other?
Everyone has an other. Let's see. I bet it's the Schottenjäger. What's his name?
The Schottenjäger? Gabriel Knight.
A name of power. He is powerful, this one. The magician is dexterous and cunning, mischievous and manipulating.
That's Gabriel, all right.
And very strong with magical and occult powers. Now, this is interesting because your card, the Chariot, is all logic and reasoning, while his, the magician, is spiritual and intuitive. You two are quite a pair. The fourth card shows what you're trying to achieve at this moment. your immediate destiny. It's the strength or lust card.
Lust?
Not that kind of lust, dear. It's a trial card, finding the strength to continue some difficult journey. It also represents the integration of conflicting energies. That must be your chariot and his magician energies. Strength also means bonding those energies, loving without judgment, learning to love the beast.
She's not having any of it. Yeah.
What is this trial, dear? Do you know?
Well, Gabriel and I are involved with a case right now.
It will be a hard time. You must let your love give you power. Use the positive energy of your union or you may not succeed.
But what about the other 6
I think
cards?
you have the wrong idea. Gabriel and I just work together.
Yes, dear. But if I might just suggest, when you're facing negative forces, the positive energy of love is a very vital weapon. You make yourself vulnerable when you resist your own tools.
Wow, that's been helpful.
I mean, you only did
I hope so, dear.
You did 4 out of 10 cards in the Celtic Cross, and you're telling me you're done? All right, whatever.
Maybe we should do a reading for Gabriel.
Oh, let's! It's a little like spying on someone unawares, but what the heck? Reach out to the cards and to think about his essence. His soul card is the magician. Yes, dear, it reflects your other exactly.
Well, maybe, but I'd rather hold out for David Copperfield.
And his lifetime card?
You and me both.
Oh, goodness. The lovers.
You mean the sole purpose of his life is in his pants? Doesn't surprise me.
It's not what you think, dear. It's a duality card. As a lifetime card, it refers to Gabriel's own duality. Good versus evil, physical pleasure versus spiritual growth, that kind of thing. His challenge is to integrate the conflicting parts of himself. Until he does, he'll never find peace. And you will find peace when you acknowledge all of him. Find a way to love the worst as you already love the best.
You're really reaching.
Mother.
His other is the High Priestess.
Let me guess. That's me, right?
No, dear, it's not. The High Priestess represents psychic mysteries, deep wisdom. This is a very different energy from your earthy one. This must be our connection. To the voice, dear! Someone is trying to communicate with Gabriel. This force is represented by the High Priestess.
That's not much help. What about the Black Wolf?
But it is a help, dear. The High Priestess is a spiritual guide card if ever there was one. The message must have been a warning.
If this force is connected to Gabriel, and if he's so very psychic, then why doesn't it just go to him? Why say it to me?
Maybe Gabriel's blocked. Maybe he's purposefully blocking. There is that duality business. Let's go on and see if it becomes clear. The 4th card, remember, represents the current situation. It's death.
Gee, who didn't see that coming?
Nothing to worry about then.
Now you just leave interpretation up to me, Sugar Pie. It's a transformation card, dying to one thing and being born to another. It is painful, but it isn't necessarily bad. 2 of Wands. Oh my.
What?
A 2 is not good here. Wands is Mars in Aries. That's a war card. In conjunction with the Death card, there are 2 possible transformations.
2 transformations?
Yes, dear. Gabriel is waging a spiritual battle. The transformation might be good or evil. That must be the purpose of the High Priestess. She's trying to guide him.
So you think he really might be in danger?
Oh, yes, dear. Gabriel's very essence is at stake. If he takes the wrong path with his powers, Imola and I will stay in town. You must let me know if anything else happens that we can read for clues. Let the Force use you.
Yeah, may the Force be with you too. Praise Jesus.
I'd better go.
Anytime you need us, stop by.
And be careful now.
Thanks.
Huh.
Now drink some blue titty milk.
All right. So yeah, it is 11 o'clock. I need to stop here. What is a good description for this?
Time for Gam Gam.
May the Force
Blue titty
be
milk.
with Jesus and blue titty milk. All right, perfect. Good game. Anyways, you know what happens. I'm going to switch over to the other site and work on stuff for the rest of the night. So if I see you there, great. If not, have a good night, and I'll see you next time.
Just grab and pull. There's quite a mouthful. I'm the crocodile dentist.
Crocodile dentist.
The game's crocodile dentist. Take turns pulling teeth, but don't pull the wrong one or he'll snap and you're out. It's a mouthful of fun, but don't pull the wrong one. I'm the crocodile dentist.
Crocodile dentist.
I win!
I feel
ゼルダの伝説ゲームボーイでやっぱり出たこの度リンクがついたのはどこかの海の変な島こいつは夢か幻か島から全然出られない
どうしよう
ゲームボーイでどこでもゼルダの伝説夢を見る島